This is the plane that I have that I had a hard time flying and cracked up. Uh, People say it's a nice airframe, but it's just that it has crummy electronics. Like you can see the transmitter. It's a cheesy little transmitter, and it just has like a motor on button basically. And so your throttle is full on or full off, and then you just got a joystick that makes the left motor run or the right motor run. So it has, no control surfaces. There's no rudder, there's no horizontal stabilizer, there's no ailerons, no nothing. The only thing you're doing is you're controlling these two motors, so it's kind of cheesy. So you got to get this thing trimmed out just right to make it, not nose heavy or not tail heavy. And this is the one here where I taped the wing up. So you can see my tape job on it, and I can tell. I mean, this is a much stronger once I tape the wing all up. It's just kind of tedious and time consuming to do. But this thing was pretty cracked up too. I mean, this was a huge fracture here. I used epoxy on it to fill in the break and stuff, and I actually kind of mutilated this tab here a little bit when it got crashed. So that I filled that in with epoxy. That's really bad image here. So that's all epoxy there. And this is like more what it should be looking like. And then you've got the motors. Just simple, really, really crude, cheap motors like from an old slot car set. And just a little clamshell. So the motors basically mount like this, right to the wing, and then this gets taped in to this little groove, and she plugs into this connector here, and there's your controller board down there, and it's actually running little 4-pack of nickel metal hydrides. Ah, crap, these are 4.8 volt. No, maybe close enough. Because what I'm wondering is, if we get enough plane parts together, maybe we can try putting the receiver from the Cub Sport into here, and then just try it with your transmitter and see how this thing flies with a decent electronics in it. And if it does work, then it's like, okay, this would be worth changing the electronics on it, because that's what people had said. It would be good if you retrofit it with all new electronics. And maybe just find a wrecked plane or something like that and get the servos and stuff for it, and and add it on. Add on, cut the wings here, make it like hinged or something, or whatever, so you could actually turn it into aileron flaps, so you can do decent banks. Maybe do the horizontal stabilizer or something, so you could control your altitude and stuff. But it's a pretty sharp looking little plane. And people say that this thing really glides nice, and I agree. It's basically like a glider. You can save a lot of battery power just by letting this thing glide. So that's the plane I've been working on. And you see it's like, here's the dimensions on it. See, the only thing is I'm noticing now, okay, it's a 4.8 volt battery. So if you go running it on a 3.7, how's it going to perform? I don't know. Because your receiver voltage, I assume, is going to be 3.7. Yeah, I have to think about it. But just another experimental project. But I mean, first, what I would like to do is try to get this thing all put back together. It's basically ready to go again. I mean, it's all been taped up. I see this was all broken down here too. So this is all epoxied in and then taped over. So I'm to the point now where all I got to do really is screw the thing together, and go out and try it again. And maybe that's why I'm not doing it, because after all this work of repairing it and stuff, I'm afraid to smash it or lose it again. I don't know. But that's a little piece of junk I got. Just an idea.